Hello and welcome to another video of our Operators Platform tutorial series. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about one of the improvements we've done for those of you who utilize more than a single industry within our platform. As you all know, the system supports many industries that your organization might be part of. For example, let's say inside the realm of automobile or vehicle products, we have different industries such as auto parts or heavy machinery or HD and heavy duty products. So let's say in retail, we might have different industries such as an industry specific for shoes, an industry specific for attires, an industry specific for let's say saddles and animal related attires. It could be defined in any shape or form, and the way that we've designed this system is that we can definitely support an arbitrary number of these different industries that your organization as our partner is part of. Now, regardless as to that matter, we've made an improvement that essentially standardizes and makes it more predictable for you as a user of the system to select a specific industry to be the default industry for you. Now, how that selection of a default industry is impacting your experience is that wherever you encounter an industry selection, regardless as where it is in the system will automatically adhere to and respect your default selection, and it will be by default selected for you. So let's say that you, for example, is in charge of a specific industry in your organization, or you mainly primarily deal with a specific industry, then this setting would come in very handy for you. The way that you can actually access this setting and set it up for yourself is through the settings page. If you go on the system settings and then navigate to the personal configs tab, then you will be able to see a card related for industry settings that has the default industry dropdown. Yet again, I have to note that this is only applicable for those of you who have multiple industries with us. And for those of you who only utilize a single industry, we've made the system to be smart enough and to abstract away all the extra configurations and settings such as industry selectors, drop downs, even this configuration section to automatically not be shown. So to make it easier and more predictable for you guys. But for those of you who actually work and deal in multiple industries, let's say you're in the Nexus search and you want to search for the different industries. Now, the default selected industry is what you had set as the default industry. Now, previous to this version, I have to add that the way that it used to work is we would save your latest selection and we would keep that up as your defaulted industry. We've gotten some feedback and wanted to make sure that we make it a lot more predictable so that someone consciously makes a decision that, hey, for example, auto part is going to be my default industry, and no matter what other industry I search for or utilize the system with, I want to make sure that each time that I bring up my for example search experience, I want to be on the this specific industry. There are many different areas that utilizes industries. For example, if you want to create a new product, there will be a specific drop down that will have and respect to your defaulted industry. If you're in the Nexus search, as I explained, it'll be that. If you are using our analytics package, there's definitely a specific filter for industry, and that can be definitely will be set by your selection so that you can choose your categories based on the selected industry. In the same manner, let's say you have our warranty and return package and you want to define your processes within this support module. Then obviously, whenever you have to choose a category, you will also have to choose the industry specific for it. This will also automatically respect it. Now, there are many more instances where the industry comes into play and the selection of it, and we wanted to make sure that you have a very predictable way of choosing what the default option for you to be, and for you to just make it a lot more to be able to do your things a lot faster without having to always check what the selected industry is. Now, another distinction that I want to make sure that I tell you is that this default industry selection is bound to the account, not to the organization. Now, what this means is, let's say that your organization has, let's say, 10 different operators and 10 different accounts using this system. Each of these different accounts has the ability to define their own default industry. And it makes it a lot more modular, and it allows everyone to select what their desired industry is for auto selection. Hopefully this video has provided some extra knowledge as to how our industry system works, where else you guys might be affected by the industry selection, and how you can now utilize the default industry selector to make sure that it's a very predictable way of an industry being automatically selected for you. Thank you very much for watching this video. Hopefully I can catch you in the next one as well. Bye.